Alright, MC2 DDR here again. We're going to go over another Traya comp. This time we're going to go against a douche in my shard named White. He's running EP lead Traya, but he's got Vader in there instead of Nest. He's got the rest of the Traya. I'm not going to go over his mods, but basically same counter that we've been using. We're going to use that Thrawn, Magma, Veers, DT, and Stark. So I'll go over my mods. First for Thrawn, again, I have the leadership Zeta. I think that's helpful. He's full G12.5. 267, that's, fast. Some people have him faster in Arena. I think it's probably close to being doable for most people. He's got a health triangle. I got him at Tenacity Cross. Not really worried about him doing damage. He's really there just for the speed and the fracture. For Veers, he's G11. I messed around with him and went ahead and gave him some protection and offense. I think originally I had him at crit damage, but he's kind of a sissy. He is pretty fast though at 230, so that may be too fast for some people. And then he's definitely got to have that Zeta. Again, G11, but that speedball there on the right, that'll give him a little extra boost if you can afford it. For DT, he's still kind of in like mini checks mode. Doesn't need the Zeta, not helpful here. He's got an offense triangle, protection cross. He's only at 213, so that's probably doable for most of you guys. And then for Stark, he's going to want to be your fastest. Again, he's G11, only have one piece on him there. When you look at his abilities, I think the Blizzard Barrage is helpful because you can get that stagger, so it's nice to have a potency set on him. His Zeta is pretty cool, but I know a lot of people are strapped for Zetas, and with Grandmaster Yoda and stuff right now, probably not one you guys are going to do. I went ahead and gave him protection and health because when you look at him, he's pretty squishy, only 18k on the health, so he could use a little boost, but 256 on the speed, you're going to want him to be fast. And then going back to Veers too, on his mod, so I actually gave him a health set. I think Grex has a potency set on him. My philosophy for Territory Wars is we're probably going to see a lot of Trayas and as leads, and so with that, his Ruthless Assault ability is going to call all your assists, and under a Traya lead, you're going to all lose some health with that. So while the ability block is nice and you can certainly use it on an EP lead, I wouldn't mod him potency just for that. And then last is Magma. Got to pull him back up here. So for him, again, it's going to be kind of the same thing that we've been talking about before. Mine is a G12. He's maxed on all the abilities. His speed's not super fast, but it's that potency, 96%. You get a pretty big bump from going G11 to G12, so I highly recommend it. Ideally, you would have a 3-set tenacity on him, but that diamond's got 7.8 tenacity and some speed. And then I didn't have another really good tenacity mod for the cross. So how it works, again, it's the hazard training. He's going to gain 70% turn meter every time he resists or suffers a debuff. And then you're going to have Thrawn's lead giving him an extra 20%, so he's going to take a lot of turns. And then that imploder is going to help remove TM. So we'll go ahead and get into it. And again, I wanted to show you guys this because I don't have like a dev account. This isn't like a Grex team where, everybody's super awesome. So interestingly enough, Veers is actually going to take the first turn here. Like I said, you can use Ruthless Assault because Traya isn't the lead. Maybe we'll get some ability blocks on people, so it's definitely worth a shot. EP is probably going to be my first kill because he's the squishiest, so I'm going to go for him. Same thing, we're going to call the buffs, throw the nade, get that TM down. And here we're going to want to use DT's grenade as well to reduce those cooldowns since nobody has any buffs. So that'll help keep Traya from isolating and DN from getting force drain early. So we'll throw that. And then I'm still on to the thing about fracturing EP because I don't want him to get that chain of shock and stuns going. Vader's going to take a turn here, but that's okay. He's already done his debuff, so I'm going to go ahead and fracture EP. Traya is the other option. And then we're going to start the magma chain here, so we're going to go basic, basic, basic. And then Traya's used her basic ability there, so she does have Isolate coming up on her next turn, but Magma's nade's right here, so we're going to try to get some TM down. You can see EP's already really hurting. DT absorbed the Culling Blade there, that's nice. And I'm going to go ahead and probably use the AoE here because it'll kill EP. It'll also hopefully flip a stagger on some people. DN went ahead and did force drain, that's okay. I'm going to hit Vader here since he's going to go, and this will hopefully knock down his turn meter. Or not, and that's fine, cool. Stagger's not working. And then we'll just go back to the basics on Scion. So Traya isolated Magma there, but that's okay. We've already killed EP, so I can go ahead and Deathmark Traya. That was kind of timely, and she's just going to take one more hit, and then she's gone. And then that's pretty much it. So now we're 5 versus 2. DN, we do have to be careful here because he's probably getting close to an Annihilate, but still, I mean, this is going to be a win. So I'm going to go ahead and just kill Vader first because I don't want him doing Force Crush Culling Blade again. Knock down some TM, and then so this is it right here. I should be able to get DN out. There we go. Cooldown's done, so he's pretty much over. And so this battle went pretty smoothly. As you can see, this was an arena level EP Traya team. You know, really, we didn't even lose much. I mean, look, I'm sitting at like full protection at the end. So again, this doesn't have Nest. This isn't a Traya lead, but I'm guaranteeing that you're still going to see some of these comps and territory wars. So just again showing you that some G11 guys, if you get that Thrawn Zeta, if you get Magma to G12, it'll work. So we'll keep testing.